Scene 4 starts with a disclaimer that this world is a little different from the world we live in. In this world, Russia did not invade its neighbor, the Ukraine, in 2022. And that's because I started writing the story before that happened. So instead, Russia ended up getting into an arms race with the West centered around artificial intelligence. And when it fell behind in this arms race, it decided to use some black market bootleg software to clone Western military AIs. And then it decided to test these AIs out during some war games, and things didn't go very well. To signify robots turning evil, I went with the classic trope of a camera lens turning red. I know that a camera doesn't project light but receives it, but I decided if I was gonna go with any Hollywood tropes, this would be one that I'm okay with. It communicates to the reader pretty effectively that the robot has gone bad. Now, all of the coolest geopolitical YouTubers and all of the coolest history podcasters have hammered it home to me over and over again that logistics win wars. And that's going to be no different in a war against robots, or actually for the robots against humans. They got to worry about logistics. So I wanted to establish how that will be important in this story by bringing out the concept that robots have to resupply themselves with power and ammunition. And so we have a supply drop happening in the middle of the war games, presumably because, maybe the robots weren't supplied for live fire exercises, and this is about to go live fire. But before we get into that, NASA does this really cool thing where they put kind of like QR codes on their parachutes so that they can track landers and stuff by satellite, like which is which. So I kind of thought that'd be a cool concept for the resupply drones to be tracked by the AI through satellite. So I also want to establish here that this drone unit, which is based on a real Russian drone tank, the Uran 9. The Uran 9 was deployed in Syria to mixed results. It's a remote control drone, has a human handler, but in this case, it's being remote controlled by a murderous AI. A murderous AI that is ignoring safety protocols and firing at targets so close to itself that it might damage the Uran 9. I wanted to establish that, these are operating out of spec. And when they completely obliterate the human handlers, these Uran 9s decide to, line up, roll out, head off to wage war against humanity. I juxtapose this in the next scene where instead of a line of tanks, it's a line of cars outside of CIA headquarters stuck in traffic.